Welcome back, this is Aping Cuts. In today's video, we'll be doing a different version of a crop top. So in my previous video, I did a crop top, but I had the bangs lined up. In this case, I'm gonna have the bangs going slightly over the lineup, kind of creating more of a messier look. And on the sides, we're gonna do a mid fade and a little bit of beard work to complete the look. Starting the fade, we're gonna use our trimmer and create our ball line. So keep in mind not to apply too much pressure with the trimmer because it could create a harsh line that's gonna be hard to take out. And we are giving them a mid drop, so we're gonna drop it down slightly towards the back. And what you do to one side, you're gonna do to the other, so both sides are identical. Now we remove all the hair underneath the ball line. Once you've done that, you're gonna get your shaver and bald out the entire area. Using our clipper lever fully open, we're gonna create our first guideline. So the size is gonna be about 1 inch big, and what's important to keep in mind is keep your guidelines consistent throughout. The cleaner they are, the cleaner your fades are gonna come out. Closing the lever fully, we begin to raise that bottom line 1/4 of the way up. Once you've done that, we're gonna open the lever slightly and go up half of that. So as you're going higher into the fade, you're opening the lever. And what I like to do, once I reach the top of the line, I like to flick out so when I come with my other guards, it's kind of easier to blend in. With my 1.5 guard, I'm gonna go up about 1.5 to 2 inches from where we left off. We're not really trying to create another guideline, we're just kind of removing some of the bulk on the sides. As you can see, I'm kind of coming off the side of his head, making sure not to dig in too much. Now we close the lever fully and follow in that same area. Instead of going up 1.5 inches, we're only going up 1 inch. Using our 1 guard, lever fully open, we're gonna go in that same area we left off with the 1.5 closed. So it's not gonna take off much, it's just kind of just to blend in those 2 guards together. This is the type of technique I use on most of the fades I do, which is pretty much just down fading. Now we close the lever fully, and we're gonna focus our attention mainly on that bottom line. So this guard is not gonna fade it out, we're just gonna soften it up as much as we can. If you guys have any questions, make sure you drop a comment. If you're enjoying the video, give it a thumbs up. Next step is using our half guard, lever fully open, and we're just gonna be softening up that line some more, making sure not to go too high. We're gonna go, I would say, less than 1 inch. Now we close the lever fully and begin to just fade out that bottom line. So you don't need to go too high, you wanna just stay right at that line, flick out as needed. What I like to do is just stretch the skin a little bit. And if it doesn't fade out for you, you would have to just take the guard off completely, have the lever fully open, use the corners, and just detail. But most of the time, it does fade out using this guard, completely closed. Going back to my 1.5 guard, I'm just gonna detail some more in that top area just so it's a nicer transition. I now get my comb, do some clip over comb so I can connect the sides to the top. Once I've done that, I'm gonna start the lineup. So he has a bit of a cowlick in the front, so we're gonna leave it natural. We don't want to pick it up too high. Either way, the hair that is on the top is gonna fall over the lineup. So either way, there's no need to bring it up too high. Moving on to his beard, I just did like a little fade on it, nothing too crazy. It's kind of the same thing as doing a taper, but in reverse. And all you have to do is just line it up on the sides, underneath. Make sure you get a nice sharp edge. And with the razor, you gotta be very careful with this area. This area gets really sensitive for some people, so put shave gel if needed. Moving on to the top, so since he has about perfect length for this type of style, I'm just going to be point cutting. So instead of cutting across my fingers, I'm cutting at an angle. So you see, I grab a section and I come at an angle, cutting in between. We're not really cutting off length. What we're doing is just creating texture throughout his hair. So you do this from front to back, and what I like to do just to kind of give it more texture is go side to side. And once you apply product, you'll see how textured the hair becomes. The most important thing is make sure the hair is completely dry before you start styling. And the product of my choice would be just some of the texture powder. I feel like it's the easiest to apply and it makes the hair very, very textured. Now this is the before, how my client came in. And this is the after. Let me know in the comments below how this cut came out. If you guys enjoyed the video. If you have any questions, comment below. If you're new to my channel, make sure you subscribe. Thank you for watching.